The new Pokemon designs of Scarlet and Violet suck. Over 100 new Pokemon were introduced with the Paldea region in Scarlet and Violet, and some of these newer designs, well, they fall short to say the least. That's not to say there aren't some absolute banger designs that came from this generation. It's just that Pokemon and GameFreak have begun moving away from their traditional design philosophies and have created some boring and uninspired Pokemon that will not be remembered in 10 years' time. So, buckle up for a wild ride as we dissect the new Pokemon of Scarlet and Violet. This is part 2 of our ongoing series of dissecting Pokemon designs, so be sure to check out the previous video linked in the description below. Be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon related content like this. You won't regret it. In the last video, we determined the core rules to creating a starter Pokemon and touched base a little bit on the core rules of regular old Pokemon we find in the wild. Usually they follow these strict rules. They must be based on real-life animals, mythology, idea/construct, or a Japanese yokai with an elemental type or two slapped onto it. But we're going to add a little more to this list of rules. Just by looking at the Pokemon, we should be able to tell what type it is, and the silhouette should be dynamic and identifiable. As well, evolution should take key aspects of the Pokemon and expand them throughout the evolution while becoming bigger and stronger. There's a reason why Pikachu is a great mascot for the series. Pikachu is a mouse, a cute animal found in the real world slapped with the electric type. It's yellow, making it clear that it is indeed an electric type, as well as having a unique and dynamic silhouette distinguishable from the other Pokemon and multimedia mascots. There's a reason why Rhydon, the first ever Pokemon created, didn't become the mascot. It's too bulky and scary for little kids. It's based on a rhino, which isn't very cute, however, its silhouette is dynamic. So, let's take these established rules and analyze some of the newer Pokemon introduced in Scarlet and Violet. I want to start off with the most lackluster design of the newest generation, the Pawmi line. Pawmi is already a great design. It is a Pikachu clone which steals elements from Pikachu and makes it its own. It's an electric hamster, and its orange and yellow colors make it clear that it's an electric type. However, the evolution is where it begins to go downhill. Pawmi stands on 2 feet, becoming Pawmo, and calls it a day. Nothing new or dynamic changes. Sure, its fur coat becomes lighter, and it may grow some extra hairs. But it's just a Pawmi standing up. But folks, it doesn't end there. Pawmo goes and gets a tan and grows some neck hair, becoming Pawmot. There is nothing dynamic happening in this evolution line. It's boring, lazy, and a sad excuse for the franchise's first electric fighting type. I think if they just got rid of Pawmo and made it so Pawmi evolves straight to Pawmot, it wouldn't be such a slap in the face. Unfortunately, that is not the case, and we are stuck with this uninspired evolution line. And don't even get me started on the names. Moving on to some of the less inspired designs. Now, Pokemon isn't shy when it comes to copying and pasting real-life animals and objects into the Pokemon world. A lot of the Kanto and Unova region suffer from this. But Paldea will join in that regards with some of their newer additions. Bramblin and Brambleghast suffer from creativity in their designs. They are of course tumbleweeds with eyes slapped onto them. Their typings are unique and clever, being grass and ghost type. But this is all this Pokemon has going for it. Bramblin suffers from being too bland and boring. The evolution succeeds in adding more elements to design while expanding on the already established theme of the Pokemon. Brambleghast is an alright design for a Pokemon, but yet again, it still lacks character. This Pokemon reminds me of Dhelmise, ironically, since it's also a grass ghost type. Dhelmise is a sunken anchor attached to a steering wheel of a ship covered in seaweed. It's clever, it's unique. Brambleghast is not, and truly I believe they could have gotten rid of Bramblin and made Brambleghast its own Pokemon while giving it more character like Dhelmise, and then this Pokemon may look even better. I think we all know where we should go from here. Let's talk about the giant flamingo in the room, and talk about Flamigo. To start, the name is already clever. The N in flamingo is taken away, which spells amigo, meaning friend in Spanish. This naming is clever when you take into account its ability Co-Star, which replicates any stat changes your buddy on the field has in battle. Other than this Pokemon design sucks. When it comes to copy-pasting real-world animals into Pokemon, you usually take a key aspect of that said animal and heighten it. Bouffalante's furry head is exaggerated based on a bison or buffalo. Flamigo, on the other hand, is literally just a flamingo. There's no distinction between this Pokemon and its real-life counterpart. They could have stylized it in a way to make it more unique and exaggerated. Like, you can't even tell this thing is a fighting type. Maybe add straps around its legs to signify it's a fighter, or make its beak look like a boxing glove. This Pokemon reminds me a lot of Toucanon, another bird Pokemon who failed at being a Pokemon. It's a shame that the first flamingo Pokemon was butchered this way, but maybe one day we might get an evolution for it. Kinda like Dunsparce. Look how they massacred my boy! Dunsparce did not deserve this treatment, and thus, let's all pay respects to our dear friend. Press F. Anyway, the fans have wanted an evolution for Dunsparce since the dawn of time. Oh, we've wanted it so badly, but in the end, all we got was an elongated Dunsparce with more beads. Or balls. They are segments? Nonetheless, this Pokemon isn't even a dragon type like many of the fans wanted, but that doesn't matter right now. This is how you fail at an evolution. Sure, they took the aspect of making Dunsparce bigger and took it to a whole new level, but look at another new evolution introduced in this region. Farigiraf is the new evolution of Girafarig, another Gen 2 Pokemon in need of an evolution. Girafarig's concept was its palindrome. No matter how you look at Girafarig, there will be a face on either side of the Pokemon. However, in the newest design, the tailed face consumes Girafarig and elongates the neck, becoming more giraffe-like. It's unique. It takes an aspect of the original design and expands it, making it better. There is nothing better about the Dunsparce. The only good thing to come from this evolution is its three-tailed segment that people like hunting. There are better fan designs for the Dunsparce's evolution than this crap. Let's wrap this up with one last Pokemon that really irks me to this day. That being Goldengo. This cheese string monstrosity will forever be known as the 1000th Pokemon ever created. Just looking at this thing makes me want to laugh because this has to be a joke. It's so derpy and humanoid, yet iconic all at the same time. I don't know whether I should hate this Pokemon or love it. It's so memeable and dumb. Let's talk about its design. To be honest, I have no idea what this thing is supposed to be. It's composed of 1,000 Gimme coins stacked together, giving it a golden, cylindrical appearance. I'm reading all of this off of its Bulbapedia page. It's pretty clear that this is a surfer bro who just likes to make friends and flex its money around with its signature move and make it rain. Now, at first glance of this Pokemon, it doesn't really look like a Pokemon, more like a Digimon or a Yu-Gi-Oh monster. But at the end of the day, this Pokemon's evolution line is unique and creative, expanding on the coin aspect of greediness of Gimmighoul, creating this monstrosity of a Pokemon. I think this may be my new favorite Pokemon. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. It means a whole lot to make it this far. Please let us know in the comments what you thought of the video and who you think are the worst designed Pokemon. There's a lot more to talk about regarding Scarlet and Violet, so make sure to keep the notification bell on in order to be notified for when our next video is uploaded. We hope you enjoyed your holidays and we look forward to the new year as we want to make the very best Pokemon content for you guys. So, until next time, we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.